Hey guys, Dr. Kyle here with Eleanor, and we're going to teach you guys some spinal exercises today. This is one of my favorite things to do, actually, is teach patients how to take care of their body. And I love the spinal health because your nervous system is encased in your spinal cord, I mean in your spinal column, and it controls everything in your body. Your brain literally sends messages down your spinal cord, out each individual nerve. That goes to your heart, to your lungs, to your digestive problems. I've had patients literally, when we just took care of their spine, heart arrhythmias went away, digestive problems went away, menstrual cycle problems went away just from spinal health. Are you leaving me already? Okay. All right. So anyway, I'm going to teach you my top 5 favorite things to teach patients to do. And I think this is something anyone can do, regardless, unless you have pain, obviously, regardless of any condition that you might have. Again, as long as you don't have pain with them. If anything I'm teaching you hurts, then stop, and you really need to get recommendations directly from a doctor, okay? So my first thing that I love to do, number one, is, Eleanor's over there playing with the other camera, but my first thing right off the bat that I love to do is planks. Planks are super simple, and we're gonna go into those and I'll walk you through how to do those. Most people understand how to do planks, so Kayla, if you can just kind of lower that little part, yeah, there you go, just lower that down a little bit. So planks, ultimately, is that good? You got me? Okay. So ultimately, it's as simple as it sounds. You can start out as a plank like this on your, can you see me? Cool. On your elbows and on your knees like this, if that's good enough for you. And I want you to try to get 3 minutes of this a day, not 3 minutes at a time necessarily. You can do sets of 10, sets of 20, sets of 30. Try to get yourself to doing sets of 30. And then when you get that gets easier, move up into your full plank like this. And you're gonna hold this for anywhere from 15 seconds up to a minute. And really, I mean, if you can go 3 minutes, do 3 minutes. But if you can do 3 minutes, you probably don't have any spinal problems. But anyways, this helps strengthen your core. And you know, I have patients actually that many times can't do, you got me? Okay. So many times that can't do things like a full plank, either one of those. And so your beginner level is going to be literally grab a chair and do a plank on that for your arms, or go all the way up to the wall and plank your way out from that wall until you get strong enough till you can get on the ground. But planks every single day is a great way to keep core strength, and your core strength is what's going to keep your spine from being injured. So that's number one. Number two thing I love to do is actually simple enough, and this one you don't have to actually lower, so I'm going to keep low, is air squats. Okay, so you're getting to this neutral position like this, staying on your heels, right? And going as far down as you can. Now, if this is too difficult, then you're going to grab onto a pole or a chair. But when you get to this position, you're going to feel this stretch in your pelvis. You're going to feel your pelvis really open up and stretch all the pelvic muscles, right? So those pelvic muscles, really important to keep those nice and loose, because when you're going through life and lots of sitting, lots of sleeping wrong, things like that will create these pelvic muscles to be very tight. So doing air squats throughout your day, 10, 15, 20 of those a day, multiple times really throughout the day. That's one of my favorite things throughout the day, is just to do those simple air squats, okay? Now my next thing on the list is actually, I didn't bring bands out here. I meant to grab them, but I didn't. But here's what you're gonna do, is you're gonna grab a band, and imagine I got 2 handles on a band. You've seen the TheraBands before, and you have that connected to either a doorknob or maybe like a bedpost, and you're gonna simply go and you're gonna retract your scapula into your spine. So you're gonna bring your scapulas together just like this, and when you do that, you're pulling the scapula together. The reason this is such a big thing for your spine is that most of us are like this. From being on a computer all the time, from using a mouse like this, your arms get rotated inwards and the pec muscles get really, really tight, and your back muscles get really, really loose. Okay, when I say really, really, I think of Zoolander. So I can't help that. If anybody's seen Zoolander, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so you get rolled in like this. And so ultimately what you're doing is when you're strengthening your back muscles, you're help pull this area out more, because everything we do is like this. And when your arms are like this, you're gonna pull your back muscles, you're gonna pull your neck muscles down, and it's gonna cause a lot of tension throughout your neck and throughout your lower back. Y'all follow me there? So that's the key. You don't have to worry about that camera, Kayla. It's done on that one. Okay, so my next one, so that's my top 3. The fourth one that I love to do is simple as this, and I'm gonna go back down to the ground here. And these you've probably seen too, but they call them Supermans, okay? And you're gonna lay flat like this, okay? Hands out, and you can either start out with one at a time, this is a little bit easier, and you hold for about 5 seconds and back down, and then the other one, hold it for 5 seconds and back down, or you can advance up and do it at the same time like this. 5 seconds, back down. Like that, 5 seconds, back down. Now, both of those are just too difficult. You can actually start in this position like this and go out, and they call this bird dog. But what this ultimately does is strengthens your back muscles. It helps your core strength and it helps strengthen your back muscles. So those are my top 4. Now my final one actually isn't a strengthening exercise, but it's types of stretches that I like patients to do. And the first 2 stretches that I have every patient do, because everybody is gonna have really tight hip flexors and tight hip extensors, especially hip flexors from sitting all the time, or maybe you're a runner or you're an athlete, your hip flexors get really tight. And what that does is it creates your pelvic tilt like this. And a lot of people come with back pain just because their pelvis is so rocked forward. And so one of the best things you can do for that is stretch your hip flexor muscles. So right here, can you see him on the camera there? I'll back up a little bit. Is that better? Okay, so right here, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, just like this. And you're gonna lean forward, reach up to the sky, and you should feel this stretch all the way down here, right? All the way through here, you should feel that stretch. Now, if it hurts your back to go far, you don't have to go back so much like this. It's just getting that full hip flexor stretch. So you're gonna hold that 10 to 20 seconds multiple times throughout your day. I would say try to go for about 10 of those a day to really help your hip flexors, okay? The final stretch that we're gonna do, hey Eleanor, come here. Tell me what the last one, I need your help. Okay, we're gonna load the camera down. Eleanor, come here, bring the tape. Okay, this last one is your piriformis and hip extensor stretches, okay? And so this really gets into that glute muscle, it even gets a little bit of the piriformis, even a little bit of the IT bands when you go off to the side. Cool? You got me? Okay, Eleanor, come here, your head's in the camera, silly. That's silly. All right, so ultimately you're putting your leg crossed like this, and you lay down on it, and you can go all the way down to the ground, and you just hold that there, and to me, that's one of the most you can do. And it just helps release a lot of muscles, and it makes a big difference throughout your day if you're doing those daily. So start your day off with these kind of stretches throughout your day. Do all these strengthening exercises and stretches exercises. There's really not a limit to it. You can spend a lot of your day doing this stuff because truthfully, we're spending all our day sitting. Sitting is the next smoking. They said 90% of the stimulation to your brain, right, if you want brain health and energy, comes from the movement of your spine. So sitting all day long is going to kill you. These 5 things I just told you right there, put that into your daily regimen, and I guarantee you're gonna have a healthier, more functional, better feeling spine, all right? Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this. Make sure that you like this, share it. It's simple, anybody can do it. Hey, maybe comment, say, hey, maybe if you can't do it, and it's like, I have a back that can't do that, or I'm not in good enough shape to do that, comment down below, and maybe I can give you some ideas of things you can do instead, because I wanna make sure you help everybody. Cool? All right guys, you have an awesome day. We'll talk to you next time.